And you guys said in the previous video I look like some guy from Star Trek, man. I guess the shirt wasn't really appealing that much. That hurt, man. Thank you guys for watching. What is going on, people? Every time I look at crypto.com, man, I just get too pumped. I just feel like I just want to make a video right away. And that's what I've been feeling almost every day now. But, I don't want to kill you guys with all the crypto.com videos. But my goodness, man, I think there's a lot in store for crypto.com. And if you're holding crypto.com, I think you're in the clear, man. I think you're really a part of this, upward movement that I think is going to continue to go up for crypto.com for the next years to come. And we're going to talk about that in this video. We're going to talk about the price action. We saw a couple, we saw a nice movement the past, I would say, week. Last week was a nice movement to the upside. Now we're going back down at this second. We're having a bit of a dumpy action, but I really don't think it's dumping. I think it's a retest. And again, looks like those big whales are accumulating crypto.com and Uniswap, but mainly crypto.com. And that's, what the data from Sentiment, which is, an on-chain analytics firm that looks what's happening on the blockchain itself, how many addresses that have, let's say, more than, 5 million or 10 million crypto.coms have been doing recently. Have they been dumping, or are we having an increase of those addresses, which is telling us that a lot of the bigger guys are coming into the market? So I'm excited, man. Let's get to the chart here. So this is what we got. This is crypto.com. It's pretty clear what's happening with the price action. Maybe I'll just increase this here just so you can understand and see. You guys don't kill me in the comments. Oh, we don't see anything. And it's like, okay, there you go, man. All right. This is what we got, crypto.com. This is the price action. We reached, 93 cents almost here. We have it November 23rd. We've been going down ever since. I always talk to you guys about the EMA ribbon. The EMA ribbon for me is just a nice support zone. You'll see here from all these times. Every time you get to the EMA ribbon, people buy. Every time, we move up, create a distance between it, come back down to it, people buy. Even on the come up, we move away from it, create some sort of distance, come back to it. As soon as you touch it, we're going back up. Same thing here. This is what we're having. We pushed up a lot heavily, came back down into it. People are buying. That's what it is. At one point, the pump is not sustainable anymore, and we need to kind of have some sort of redistribution. Or those bigger guys, or like, even for me, right? I'm not a big whale, to be honest, obviously, but the way I look at it is, we reached the 93 cent region. I took out some funds. I got some VVS finance with that. Yeah, I added a lot to my holding from that. And now, I waited for a dump. And now it dumped pretty heavily. Now it dumped a good, what do we have here? From here down to here, almost 50%. That's great. Now I know I will be accumulating more of this at the end of the day. So that's how, the bigger guys think. And that's where smart money starts to make their money. They don't buy at these higher prices. They wait for major dips because they understand at one point we're going to have a bit of a dip. People are going to take profit. So this is what's happening so far. This is what I think is happening in terms of price analysis. I think that we are retesting this region right here. So we had some sort of a breakout. I stopped looking too much at trend lines, to be honest with you. I've been looking at just market position, supply and demand. And I think that's been really helpful to my swing trades, to my day trades, and overall, even if I'm looking at investing, but I want to optimize my entry. That's what I've been looking at so far. But nonetheless here, so if we're looking at maybe at the 12-hour chart, looks like, we had just a pretty straight line. And then we found some sort of a support zone at the 50 cent region. Every time we peek through it, buyers come in. Every time we peek through it, buyers come in. And now at the end of the day, there was some sort of redistribution. Now we pushed back above. So if you're looking at the daily, it's pretty clear what's been happening. That nice floor where that previous breakout was done. I think the 50 cent is a nice psychological area where a lot of buyers would come in, or a lot of traders would think that there's going to be some sort of support. And it looks pretty, it looks like that's what's happening. We hit the 50 cent, we push up. We hit the 50 cent, we push up. How many times? At one point, buyers are just too strong. Then we had a nice pump. We pushed up here from the 50 cent all the way up to the 68 cent. Nice 37% movement. But what's the biggest thing we always talk about here, guys, is the retest. We need to retest this previous region. Otherwise, we won't just break above and continue to go up. We need to go have some sort of retest. And again, as soon as we pumped, we pushed all the way up here to where we have 67 cents or whatever the case might be, start seeing wicks. Now I'm expecting some sort of retest, because as soon as we move in terms of the price action, we come back down to exactly where we had that breakout, or exactly where that range of price action was at. We'll come back down to it, and we need to push above it. We need to use it as a supply zone or buy zone for these bigger guys. And I guess that's what's been happening according to I guess this article. So altcoin whales are accumulating Uniswap and Crypto.com throughout the dip. Whales are accumulating altcoins like Uniswap, Crypto.com through the recent dip prices. They're accumulating CRO, the native token of Crypto.com chain. Addresses holding 100,000 to 10 million Crypto.com tokens have increased in their holdings, and the accumulation by large wallet holders started with Crypto.com's purchase of the naming rights to the Los Angeles Sports Center arena, which I don't know if you guys have seen. This is what happened. This is now the arena itself, on the court itself, Crypto.com, which is we've been talking about it for a while now. You'll see it also with the UFC. You'll also see it with Formula One. You'll also see on the Philadelphia main basketball team, Crypto.com. You'll also see it, I don't know, it's everywhere. These guys are targeting sports, basically. And I think, honestly, I really think, I don't know, you guys let me know, but there's a lot of, I think there's going to be at one point a huge, sports betting maybe feature added to the Crypto.com. That's what I'm projecting, I think, at one point, because they really know they've been really using sports as their main marketing, campaign target. But we'll see what happens there. But nonetheless, yes, that's what we've been saying. Where they're onboarding new people. Bigger guys are starting to come in. They're looking at the signs. They're looking at what's happening with Crypto.com, buying the new buying the naming rights for the Staples Center, most iconic, I guess, LA Lakers arena. These bigger guys know what's going on, and they've been accumulating, and they're looking at this for the long term. And to them, I think this doesn't really matter. But for us, talking about the short term here, man, I think really we're in a buy zone again. If we start breaking below this region over here, then I would be a bit cautious. But for you, to me, I'm happy because I want to buy at cheaper prices. But I really don't think so. Maybe we gotta always let the market speak to us first. But once we start, going below this EMA region, coming back up, retest it, then I think, we have a bit of a longer time of consolidation. But for the time being, I like the reaction we had when we actually got into this. I think that the next point, if this holds, I'm looking at the $1, man. I'm looking at the $1 and seeing what's going to happen with the price action. But I really need this to hold. We'll see at the end of the day here what's going to happen with the price action, and see if the buyers are going to start jumping back in here, because a lot of buyers and a lot of swing traders actually buy in at the retest, not at the initial breakout point. They wait for a retest. They wait for the price action to come back down and retest the previous breakout point. That's when the movement starts to happen, not only at the breakout itself, at the retest. So I really think I'm pretty excited. I like how we've been reacting to this EMA ribbon, and I like how everything just looks good so far, man. Except I guess for the CEO of Crypto.com, what's his name? Chris, our boy Chris, is kind of pissed off at Coin Market Cap. Crypto.com CEO Chris Marszalek has an issue with the Coin Market Cap's exchange volume rankings, according to a tweet he published on December 25th. He claimed in his tweet that the popular crypto aggregation website arbitrarily reduced the exchange rankings. I guess Chris has a problem, man. He's saying that Merry Christmas to the team at CoinMarketCap, who a week after my response to their poorly worded tweet arbitrarily reduced our exchange ranking to the 14th. He tweeted on Christmas Day. He said, "We are the second, third on CoinGecko, so you guys know where to look for real and market neutral data." The exchange CEO added, man. I guess he's pretty pissed off. CoinMarketCap is pretty pissed off, and obviously, it's the competition. Binance bought CoinMarketCap, and he has a bit of a dog in this fight, and he's a bit pissed off. But man, who cares? I think the market, the price action is looking amazing. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen on this price action. But I'm telling you, if this thing holds, man, I'm looking for the $1 sometime soon. And if the $1 comes in, and if we zoom out with the price action, I think something like this is going to happen. You know, this is where we had the first time. Come back here, you know, second time, play around, maybe have a higher low and start to kind of, you know, knock at this, form some sort of a major ascending triangle, because I don't think we're just going to pass through the $1 region like it's a piece of cake. I think it's going to require some time. But again, you come across it a couple of times, and you know, at one point you break through. So that's what I think is happening, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Just want to make a quick Crypto.com update, and as soon as this dip starts to happen, I want to update you guys on it. So, you know, make sure you hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we talk about Crypto.com. Let me know anything you want me to talk about. Kronos Chain, we talked about VVS Finance a lot. I'm pretty sure you guys are sick of it. We'll talk also, I talked about Tectonic. I really think Tectonic has a great value, and I think there's a, you know, big price appreciation coming in for Tectonic. So make sure you watch my video about it. And that's pretty much it, man. Make sure you stay tuned for all the other videos. Thank you for watching. And you guys said in the previous video I look like some guy from Star Trek, man. I guess the shirt wasn't really appealing that much. That shit hurt, man. Thank you guys for watching.